through a typical day of what I eat. It is currently 4 a.m. Yes, I wake up at 4 a.m. every single day to knock out my cardio. I train people typically around 5 to 6, so I'm up really early every day. Start by taking juice from one lemon and drinking that with some water, and that just kind of stimulates digestion. Also controls blood sugar from the pectin and the lemon, and of course you get your vitamin C from it too. Juice for one lemon. With some water. Next, I'll drink some animal juice aminos. 2 scoops of this. Drink this down really quick. And then I'll go knock out my cardio. Okay, so 20 minutes of cardio is done. I'll actually take another 2 servings of amino acids. So Patrick Twar does my diet, he's my coach. And one of the things we're focusing on is reducing my portions of protein, so we supplement with a lot of amino acids. I have 200 milliliters of egg whites and 1 whole egg cooking. Not done. Fast digesting protein for in the morning. 140 grams of rice cereal. A lot of people do cream of rice. I do Gerber infant rice cereal because you just mix it with water. You don't have to play with it like the cooking times in the microwave, because if you ever cooked cream of rice before, you know that if you cook it for too long, it just turns into like concrete. So this stuff's pretty convenient. And it's just really easy to digest. A lot of people do oats in the morning. That tends to really sit heavy with me for the rest of the day. And I'll also go ahead and start rice for later. Rice is one of those things I like to have cooked fresh. If we store it in the fridge, it tends to harden up. So my eggs, I usually just do black pepper and some cayenne pepper. Pretty basic. And to this, I add 50 grams of blueberries. Blueberries are just a really good source of antioxidants. And yes, I try to weigh everything out to the gram, so. And I'll just put cinnamon on that. So this is breakfast. So I'll go ahead and drink the 10 grams of essential amino acids. I have my 200 milliliters of egg whites in one whole egg. I have 140 grams of rice cereal and 50 grams of blueberries. And I'll also eat a banana with that. Meal one. So also with meal one, I forgot to add, I'll take Animal Pack. Just a multivitamin, multi-mineral. It has digestive enzymes in it as well. So I'll take this with meal one and with meal 7. It's 8 o'clock, this is meal 2. I do chicken and rice, your most famous bodybuilding meal. I don't really have like a meal prep day. I just cook it when I run out. But there are certain things that I like to keep in stock. It's my son running around in the background. Salt my meals. It's important to salt all your meals. And I usually add turmeric to my rice. I like to add a lot of turmeric because it decreases inflammation, and it's also good for cholesterol, which I tend to have elevated cholesterol levels just slightly. So that's kind of one of the things that we've addressed with my diet. All right, it's 11 o'clock. It's time for meal 3. Meal 3 is chicken, sweet potato, and olive oil with some spinach. I actually really like sweet potato. I don't mind eating it. But a sweet potato has a little bit more fiber than a regular potato. And it will allow kind of a slower, sustained release of energy from a workout. About a tablespoon of olive oil, and that extra fat is also going to slow down the digestion of the food a little bit. We also do a lot of olive oil because again, cholesterol levels. Consuming more olive oil will help raise your HDL, which will in turn lower your bad cholesterol levels. And I always make sure, again, I salt my meals. I don't use a whole lot of sauces and condiments. I've kind of gotten away from that. Most of my meals have some type of green vegetable in them. And if you don't like to eat vegetables, animal any product, animal greens that you could buy. But that's it. We got chicken and sweet potato and olive oil and spinach. Pre-workout meal. So I have 3 shakes that I do after meal 3 and right after I work out. My first one I do 30 minutes after meal 3, and it consists of a scoop of juiced aminos, I do 2 scoops of Camel Pump. Can't even reach the scoop. And I also do a scoop of dextrin. It's 20 grams or 25 grams dextrin. So I drink that 30 minutes after I eat meal 3 and 30 minutes before I will touch my first weight in the gym. So second, I have my intra drink, which I just sip on through my duration of my workout. Consists of coconut water, 500 milliliters. And this is just for hydration. Lots of potassium as well, so it aids in muscle contraction. So 500 milliliters coconut water. 2 scoops juiced aminos. I go through so much of this stuff. Good thing I'm sponsored by M. And again, a scoop of dextrin, 25 grams. That's the intra shake knockout. It actually tastes really good. And it doesn't really sit in your stomach. I think the coconut water really helps with digestion. And then lastly, right after I get done training, I do a scoop of MOA mixed with 10 grams of glutamine. And glutamine not only aids in digestive health, but also with helps restore glycogen in the muscle. So I'll do this right after my last set, and then I'll come home and have my post-workout meal. So just finished the workout. So when I get home, I have 3 rice cakes with some jam for some fast digesting carbs. So I'll eat these rice cakes, and about 30 minutes after I eat these rice cakes, I'll have my official post-workout meal, and it's my only red meat meal. I do 145 grams of bison and 350 grams of rice. We're really just trying to limit the red meat, again, since my cholesterol levels are a bit high, and 60 grams of pineapple. So pineapple has digestive enzymes in it that help to break down the protein. Also some fast digesting carbs for post-workout. And along with that, again, I do 50 grams of spinach. Once again. So again, immediately when I get home from my workout, I do 3 rice cakes with 2.5 tablespoons of jam. And then about 30 minutes later, I'll do the bison with my rice, pineapple, and spinach. Okay, at 6 p.m., it's time for meal number 5. It's gonna be another chicken meal, chicken and sweet potato. 150 grams of chicken breast and 340 grams of sweet potato. I actually don't get tired of chicken as much as I eat it. And I'm usually pretty hungry when it comes around to my next meal time. So I really don't worry about what I'm eating. I just want to eat. And to be honest, I don't crave cheat meals or anything. That's another question I get a lot. If I get any cheat meals, and I don't. And for me, I'm not worried about that too much. I'm trying to be the best bodybuilder that I can be. And I don't think having a burger and fries, it's just my opinion, this is the best way to go about having your best physique. So chicken and sweet potato. Now, with this meal, I'll also do a tablespoon full of apple cider vinegar. This has prebiotics in it for digestion, It'll also balance your blood sugar levels and it'll help with insulin sensitivity. So I have 1 tablespoon before I eat my meal. And with this meal, I'll also do a serving of animal omega. And even if you aren't a bodybuilder, you should really be supplementing with an omega-3 supplement. It decreases inflammation, it'll help with sore joints, it enhances metabolism. It's just a really good supplement. You need this just for everyday health. And there you have it, meal number 5. Chicken and sweet potato with spinach, animal omega, and a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar before eating. All right guys, last meal of the day. It's about 8:30. My last meal of the day is the most diverse. I have a piece of salmon, 100 grams of salmon that I've already cooked earlier. Good source of omega-3s, good for inflammation, good for raising your HDL. I've got some eggs going here, 200 milliliters of egg whites, and 1 yolk. I have some Ezekiel bread toasting in the toaster. I already have 2 slices here. I got 1 getting ready to pop up. I'm also going to do 30 grams of macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts are high in monounsaturated fats, which is also good for raising HDL. So yeah, overall my diet is really high in monounsaturated fats. Again, because of the cholesterol issue. Last piece of toast popped up. Eggs look ready. Cayenne. Again, I don't use too many sauces anymore. With my last meal, I also take my second animal pack. Again, it's just good to have all your bases covered. Even though my diet has a wide variety of different proteins and carbohydrates and fats, I still like to make sure I'm covering all bases with this. So, again, last meal of the day, salmon, egg whites, egg yolk, 3 slices of Ezekiel toast, and some macadamia nuts. Thanks for watching.